Hello, this is Sugandha and welcome back to my channel. So guys, today we are going to discuss 10 formatting tips for Microsoft Word documents. So imagine you are entering into a room which is completely messed up. The blanket is all over the bed, there are books lying on the bed, clothes lying here and there, your laptop is sitting anywhere in the room and the curtains are laid out like anything. It's all messy, It gives a very bad feeling, and when you enter the room, you just feel like, oh my god, let me just step out. And now imagine you are entering a room wherein the bed sheet and the blanket are well set on the bed, the books are on the bookshelf, your laptop is on the study table, the clothes neatly in the almirah. Wow, it gives such a good impression when you enter inside a room. Similarly, when you go through or read a document which is very well formatted, the fonts are good, the document has good table of contents, good headers, good footers, you get a wow impression of the document and you feel like reading it even further. So guys, that is why formatting is very important, and today we are going to focus on 10 tips that will help you make your document look really nice and beautiful. So let's get started. Tip number 1, using bullets and numberings. Now this is precisely the most important tip of formatting. Every document has to follow bullets and numbering rules whenever we are defining some list. Let's see this with an example. If you can read this, we need to purchase the following items from market today: apple, banana, orange, strawberry, pineapple. Now when you take a look at this particular sentence, it is difficult to understand and retain whatever things need to be purchased. We have a list of the items that have been purchased which are clearly marked with bullets. So here we see that the items are very clearly defined and it's easy for us to retain these items. Similarly, if you see another example, here we have listed down the steps to make tea. Here I have listed the steps in a paragraph form, whereas here I have given proper numbering to these steps, which makes it legible to read these steps and understand. Now one basic difference that we need to understand is where to use bullets and where to use numberings. So basically, bullets you can use anywhere where you just need to list down the items, whereas numbering is used wherein the order is more important. Like here, the steps for making tea, step 1, step 2 have to be properly defined. Similarly, if you're saying weeks of a day, then you need to clearly specify it with bullets because one comes after the other. Tip number 2, proper alignment of text. Proper alignment of text is very important because it gives a very neat look to your document. We can use these 4 styles to align the text in a document. Let's see how we can apply those. This one is left aligned. So as you can see that this particular statement is left aligned and I've used the first one here. This particular statement is center aligned and I've used the second one here. This statement is right aligned and I've used the third one here. And this statement is in justified mode, which is the fourth one. Let's see how we differentiate between all of these. Left alignment is usually used to describe the body of the text. Like when you're writing a story, the entire story will come as left aligned. Center alignment is usually used when you're defining any kind of quotes or maybe headings. Right alignment is used if you've seen when you define lyrics or maybe a poem. And this last one, justified alignment, it is used to give a very crisp and fresh look to your document. Basically a very professional look. Tip number 3, line spacing. As it is very clear from the word itself, line spacing, it means the space between 2 lines. Now, in your entire document, you must ensure that the space between any 2 statements is always consistent throughout the document. Now, as you can see, the space between these 2 and these 2 and then these 2 is consistent. From where you can change your line spacing, you go to paragraph and this icon you can see, click here, and here you can define what kind of line spacing you want. You can increase or decrease this, but the standard use is normally 1.15. Tip number 4, use of headings. Headings form the gist of any document. For a reader, it's very important to clearly see the headings because that is what makes the document easily readable and legible. Now here Microsoft Word offers a variety of headings that you can choose from for your document. You can choose heading 1, heading 2, heading 3 and heading 4. Let's see how we can apply heading. So this is my text and as you can see, I have already applied heading 1 here. If I want to change, I can maybe select heading 2 or heading 3 or heading 4. So here I've applied heading 1, then heading 2 and heading 3. Your table of content actually reads these headings, and this is how your table of content is formed. Now let's say I do not like any of these headings that is offered by Microsoft Word. Not a problem. I can just update this. Let's see how we do this. Let's say I want to create heading 4 and I want it to look like, maybe the text should be 16 and the font should be red. Okay. And I just go to this. I do a right click and I do update heading 1 to match selection. So this is my selection and I just click here. And now you see this is also a heading which will be captured in your table of contents. So this heading 1 now actually looks like this. Tip number 5, using cover page. Cover page is where your document begins from, and it looks really nice and professional when you have a proper cover page for your document. From where you can insert a cover page, go to insert cover page. Now there are few built-in cover pages that Microsoft has to offer. You can select any of them, and you also have the option to customize them based on your needs. So let's select this one and see how it looks like. Since it's the cover page, it will automatically appear on the top. You have the option to put an image here. You can give an abstract of what your document contains, the reviewer or the creator of the document title, and the document subtitle. So you know, when you read a book, there is a cover page which describes clearly what the book is all about. It is very similar to that. Tip number 6, using table of contents. So the fourth tip was about using headers, wherein I explained that the table of contents actually picks up the headers from the document. Now, table of contents is very important because for a reader, it is essential that they must know what exactly are they going to read. So table of contents essentially lists down all the headers of your document so that the reader or the reviewer knows which section contains what. How you can insert table of contents? Let's take a look. So we go to references, table of contents, and these are again the built-in templates. Let's see. Let's take this automatic table 1. So here you can see this table of contents has appeared here, and all the headings, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3 and heading 4 has been picked by this table of contents along with the page number. Next up is tip number 7, spelling and grammar check. Imagine you're looking at a document wherein you find spelling and grammar errors. Isn't that very irritating? I personally do not like it at all. So it's very important that when you submit a document, you should do a proper spell and grammar check. To do that, you can go to review section, and here is the option to do a spell and grammar check on your entire document. Let's see how it works. I'll click on this particular section, and here I can see all the errors that are there in my documents. As I can see, these errors are already highlighted with a red color underlined. If I want to see what is the correction that Microsoft is suggesting, I can check here. So here it is suggesting a spelling error. Yes, this is correct. So I will just accept this one. I can again see there is a spelling error. I will accept this one. Here it's a grammatical error. There should have been a space after the comma. So I will accept this one. And the spell and grammar check is complete. Tip number 8, using headers, footers and page numbers. Now headers, footers and page numbers are important because these provide an easy reference to the document no matter where you are. It is important to note that header, footer and page number will appear on each and every page of your document. How you can apply these? Let's see. Go to insert. Here you can see the section header and footer. So from here I have the option to insert a header, a footer and the page number. Let's see how we do those. Now again there are few built-in templates for header, for footer and page number. For header, let's select this one. So it will appear as a header. So I just want to say it as header of the document. You can use anything as a header. Let's say it could be your client name or your subject name or maybe the project name. So this header will appear on each page of your document. If I just click here, now you see, you can see the header here. I'll scroll to the next page. You can see the header here. I'll scroll to the next page and you can see the header here. Similarly, I can insert a footer which will also appear in the entire document. So I'll say this is the footer. Footer can be used to mention maybe the copyright or the version number of the document. So this will again appear on the entire document. And inserting the page number, It is again very important for easy reference of the document. Let's say that you want to see which page of the document you are on. So if you have the page numbers clearly defined, it's very easy. So you can see now it's page number 5, then it's page number 6, and it's page number 7, and so on. Tip number 9, using same font across the document. Now if you just take a look at this particular paragraph, you see that I have used different font sizes. Again, I'm using a different font. Here I have changed the line spacing, so it doesn't look very neat, right? So you must ensure that when you're submitting the document, your entire document should be on the same font family, it should be on the same font size. The line spacing, as we discussed above, should be consistent across the document. It gives a very, very neat look to the document. So let's just make this paragraph look consistent by updating the font size to 11 and the font to Calibri Light. So see, doesn't it look nice now? Our last tip of the day is captions for tables and images. Now when you have multiple images or tables in your document, then for easy reference, you should definitely define the caption. By caption, I mean the name of the table or the image. Let's see how we do it. So I'll just click on this particular icon, insert caption. I just select the label as table here. The caption would be table 1, and let's say I want to name it further to list of students, and I do it OK. So here you can see now this table is captioned as list of students table 1. I can do a center alignment here, as I just mentioned above that you need to use center alignment for any kind of quotes or maybe heading, so I can also use it for captions. Similarly, this image, I do a right click, I insert a caption. Here the label is image, so I do a figure 1 is bird, and I do it OK. So here you can see the image is named as figure 1 bird. I again do a center alignment. So now if you want anyone to refer to a table or image, you can name it. You can let the person know that you have to refer to the table list of students, or you have to refer to the figure bird. I hope you guys found these tips really useful and you can use them to format your documents better. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and do keep watching for more of such content. Bye bye.